Meanwhile, a revival in India's residential real estate market may be long overdue, but it's not going to happen at least in 2016. That's the word from property consultant Knight Frank. CNBC TV 18's Jude, Kevin Lee and Jude Sannith have the highlights of the consultancy's half-yearly report on Indian real estate.
A slowdown in demand, lack of funding and piling up inventories. These are problems that have plagued the Indian real estate sector for 4 years now, and they just refuse to let up. The first half of 2016 has not been much better, with the residential real estate sector being the worst performer.
Knight Frank's half-yearly report on the real estate sector says that project launches across the top 8 markets in India are down 9% from year-ago levels. The National Capital Region has been the biggest disappointment, with new launches down 41% and sales down 23% despite developers cutting prices.
I think this is the worst year, first half, if you consider 6-7 years, tenure. What is happening in NCR is it's not picking up. One, it's now an end users market. Investors are out now, and that was the investors were a major chunk 3-4 years back. Now they're out. So that's one hit that the NCR market has taken. Another hit is the consumers' confidence on developers, because there are many incidents that happened in the last 2-3 years which really shattered the confidence of buyers. So it will take some time to come back in the market.
Developers in Mumbai, however, have received a pleasant surprise. Rising sales have prompted quite a few new launches, and experts say that if this trend continues, 2016 might be the best year for Mumbai's residential market since the global financial crisis. There has been some help coming in, with flat sizes in some areas falling by up to 19% as developers try to make prices more attractive. Among Tier 2 cities, Pune continues to see strong sales despite a 32% drop in new launches. But experts say this is temporary.
Pune, it's a resilient market, it's quite robust, there is not much of a problem. But this time, because of the development plan coming, there is a reduction in launches. And that's quite obvious because it happened in Mumbai as well last year when the development plan was withdrawn.
So once this confusion is cleared up, Pune is expected to see a slew of new launches hit the market. Among the southern residential markets, Bengaluru and Hyderabad have trumped Chennai both in terms of launches and sales volumes. In fact, Bengaluru saw a 13% rise in new launches in the first half of 2016 when compared to the previous year. The talking point is not just the 24,000 units launched in Bengaluru so far this year, it's the 18% jump in sales volumes. If this continues, the Knight Frank report predicts a 2% rise in prices in the next 6 months. Hyderabad hasn't done too badly either. It has seen 5,700 new units being launched in the first half of 2016 against 5,457 launches a year ago, and sales volumes have held steady.
And this H1, particularly Bangalore and Hyderabad, has done well. Hyderabad, the political issue has got resolved, and I think the infrastructure is good. And most importantly, a very progressive government and a very competitive real estate market.
Chennai, meanwhile, is yet to recover from last year's floods. Also, there's been a hiatus in policy making as the state went through an assembly election. And that explains the 36% drop in new launches and the 8% drop in sales. But again, the report says Chennai will see a revival in both these aspects as the year unwinds and activity picks up. With Kevin Lee in Mumbai, in Chennai, Jude Sannith.